Well, the shocking news that everybody wants to know about this if Israel stays in the competition or end up getting excluded. Well, the statement will stun you a lot for this. Well, the news might be getting awkward, and the survey says Israel will be staying in Eurovision next year. Now, social media is in an uproar of a huge surprise, with half of them are overjoyed and the rest are half outrage of anger. So, five countries who's about to withdraw is the Netherlands, Spain, as well of Ireland. Now, social media is very grabby tense, and now crisis has just begun for this. With Israel continuing on with the competition, leaving few others will will boycott for this. I know that Spain, Netherlands, as well as Ireland is boycotting, followed by Slovenia, even Belgium. It might gonna follow suit as well to boycott of Israel's participation of Eurovision. I know everybody has now been horrified, and now, sorry for this interruption. Now, social media is up in arms with these few countries are boycotting and a few are staying put for this. The last video that I told you a while back, which both of these European countries are taking sides of this Israel's mess. If Israel is allowed to participate in song contest, Eurovision Song Contest, my apology, or they might end up getting excluded for the very last second. So everybody is now in a pickle of a nightmare, which everybody cannot even stand of it. So here's a no holds bars for countries of Europe as well as Australia to be taking place of, knowing Vienna next year is gonna be a hell of crisis to pay of, even the massive consequences for that. A few countries who wanted Israel to stay in competition is Germany, Austria, Italy, Cyprus, Greece, Switzerland, and of course Azerbaijan. I might be pronouncing that country name for this. They want Israel to stay in the competition for this. But if Israel might end up getting be excluded, five countries might be bowing out for that. Well, the big five with a huge quartet, quartet, uh, big money for this, which they already qualified towards the finals. So knowing this ruling is going to be a risk taker for that. Now, a few countries end up getting withdrawn, and others haven't decided yet. Yes, everybody not been a bit disappointed or outraged for this, knowing this isn't fair for everybody, even those artists and musicians willing to gain a chance to be taking part of the contest for next year, knowing that their dreams is about to die down and forgotten for that. Now is crisis for everybody of Europe, knowing this Eurovision Song Contest is a mecca of Super Bowl, knowing few countries have not withdraw for the last second, and others haven't decided just yet. Either way, this is a panic mode, and panic mode is going to be a disaster when next year comes rolling around for that. The disappointment of outrage is a nightmare to remember of, which everybody wants to wake up to be dreaming, but sadly isn't. This isn't the case of time and point for that. Now everything is up and on, and panic is going anywhere for this. That everybody wants to calm down to heal everything for this. Knowing that Eurovision is about love and peace, not hatred of war. That is taking a manifesto of a hard way lesson. Knowing both countries, like Russia and Belarus, represent of hatred, supporting the war of sea movement, way low, and cruelty. But a few others couldn't stand by if Israel is staying in the competition. That led to a few of these countries to withdrawn off. So I'm not gonna say nothing for this. Say one bit at all. Knowing so is a reality check for everybody. If you're a huge Eurovision Song Contest fans, Eurovision fans, knowing this nightmare has just begun and just started. So, knowing the EBU had made a decision, well, we all gotta deal with it and take part of it. I might oppose more for this until what will happen. So,